A true and faithful relation of what passed for many years between Dr. John Dee and some spirits, 1659. Meric Casaubon. We are continuing the November 25th operation. Dee said, Eda ergo committemus hunc causum appello hoc danum patentus eo expectantus nos interim pic in Christo viver intendimus. Edward Kelly said, He is become a great pillar of crystal, higher than a steeple. He ascendeth upward in clouds, and the little circle remaineth. This guy keeps leaving a little circle for some reason. Dee said, Gloria laus honor eo gratiarum actio sit Deo nostra omnipotenti trino eo uni nunc eo in secula seculorum. Amen. Tuesday, December 10th, after dinner, we removed from Lubeck, and the Lord Albert Lasky went by coach to Lord Christopher, Duke of Merkelberg. Thursday night, we lay in Wismar. December 11th, 12th, okay. Saturday morning, we came to Rostock. So the 14th of December. Monday, December 16th, Main Hora, 10.5, Rostock. Edward Kelly said, He is here that said he would dwell in omnibus elementis, etc. Dee said something, and that Dee said, I came from the fountain of light, where is no error nor darkness, and have power, because it is given me from the highest, which, lo, is grown and become a mighty rock. For it is said of me, Behold, I will visit them that put their trust in me with a comfortable strength in the time of need. For my rock is an everlasting strength, and the hills of my countenance endure forever. If then I be the countenance of God, and a piercing fire sent out as a flame, not only with his great mercy, but with his good will, and that towards you overwhelmed, not cast down, but almost forever buried in a lake of ignorance, an unquenchable flame, such as consumeth with ignorance, deceit itself, and a provocation too manifest, and apparent destruction. If I then, with this message, being the message of truth, myself a mean sufficient order for the publishment thereof, nor can many as of I am vehemently despised the fruits of a good conscience, notwithstanding steadfast, then is he of no power whom I am. Because it is written, Such as rise up against my spirit, I will destroy them in the midst of the same fire, and will deliver their ashes to the winds for a memory of their wickedness. But he is just, and is without measure, knoweth what is, and what is to come, and what hath thus said of you, Behold, their ignorance is greater, and they esteem not truth. Lo, I have heard them in the midst of their corruption, yet they are become faithless. I minister unto them, but in vain. But behold, their mouths are closed with idleness. O ye of little understanding, are you become so blind that you will not see? Are the windows of your ears made fast against the truth? Are your consciousnesses sealed up with a thrice burnt iron? Desire you light, and yet refuse it? Have you craved and now deny it? You utterly disdain it. He said, That is not true. And Kelly says, Now cometh a head behind him. And they say, Lo, the end shall become your comfort, if ye listen to the songs of my mouth. If not, everlasting folly, and a reward of such as are weary to hear of truth. Now I pinched him. This he said, looking behind him. D said something, and the entity said, Burn those blasphemous books of thine, and I will teach thee wisdom. Wilt you have me note down that sentence so? Said D. No, sorry about that. The entity said, I will. D said, What blasphemous books can I acknowledge, seeing I understand none? If they contain sentence, make me to perceive it, that so I may compare it with the touchstone of God, his word, using the talent of such reason as God hath given me. The entity said, I go, I go, I go. And Archelaus said, Now cometh a great fire down, and there appeareth a great huge man with a great sword in his hand. Fire cometh out at his eyes and at his mouth. This terrible man said, Maledictunt que trate sunt contra nomen meam. Adderkelly said, Now that wicked creature shaketh himself. He said, In nomine Jesu Christi Redemptoris humana generis quis tu es. This was spoken to the man with the sword, and then the entity replied, Summa viras. He said, Deus in adjutorium meum intend eo etc. Miserere my Deus, etc. Edward Kelly says, And now the great huge one kneeleth down, and his face is now from meward, and he looketh up toward heaven. He hath very long hair to beneath his girdle. His robe is long and tucked up. Now he standeth up, and said, Cursed are they, cursed are they. Cursed is he forever. I am. I gave thee power, and sealed thee for a time, power to use the vehemency of thine own poison, but not to touch my coat. Thus he saith, And I am, thou art a liar from the beginning, and the fountain of cursedness. Damnation is thy dwelling place, death is thy seat. Vengeance is the crown of thy disglory, because thou hast entered into my seat, hast exalted thy brightness, blasphemed my name. Wherein is this action? Thou continuest, no point of thy charge, nor of my permission. Be thou accursed, weakened, overthrown, and defaced. Thou art vanished. Thy time is shortened, and why I am, and I say, thou fightest against me, and not against men. I am justice, and the strength of him that liveth, whom thou hast felt, and shalt feel, world without end. Therefore depart, depart, I say. Edward Kelly says, Now the sword standeth by him, with the rags that appeared before. And said, the entity said, Vengeance prepared for others be thy reward, as it was delivered unto thee, so take it with thee, that the malice which thou showest to others may heap up thine own destruction. Jehovah, Jehovah, Jehovahska. Sounds like one of those weird Kabbalistic things. Well, the Christian Kabbalah where they add the sheen in the middle. Yahweh, Yahweh, Yah, Washa. And then Yah, Shwa, which really isn't how you say Joshua, but so that argument's out the window. Edward Kelly said, The wicked tempter falleth down into a hole, and this high creature putteth the sword and rags down after him. Now this great creature appeareth as small as he used to do, and it is Michael. Michael said, Veniet lux Domini, eo fidelium consolatio. Edward Kelly says, Now is all come in as was before, the veil, the feet of men appearing under, and so on. Michael said, Thus hath God dealt mercifully with you. He said, His name be praised forever. Michael said, Thus hath truth vanquished darkness. Even so shall ye vanquish the world in him, which is the spirit of power and truth. For I have sworn, yea, saith the Lord. There's smudges in this, so it kind of looked like there was a Y. So, saith the Lord, and will be merciful unto you. But cease, for these days to come, for they were days delivered. Let them be, therefore, unto you days of repentance. For the end of 40 days must come. And this doctrine shall be written unto all nations, even to the end of the world. The grain is yet in the earth, and hath newly consented with the earth. But when it springeth, and beareth seed, the number shall be the last. He said, A dark parable to my understanding is this. Michael said, The transparent fire of meekness, comfort, and warm yourselves, rectify, and make strong your bodies to the eternal comfort of the world to come, in the pilgrimage which you shall endure, with a heavy cross for the testimony of truth. Edward Kelly said, A great many voices say, Amen. Now he is gone, and the golden veil is drawn again. Omnis laus honor gloria victoria eo triumphus sit Deo nostro omnipotenti vivo eo vera nunc eo in semp eterna seculorum secula. Amen. The triangle means D. So, Sunday the 22nd of December, Maine, we went from Rostock toward Stettin. Wednesday the 25th of December, on Christmas Day morning, we came to Stettin by 10 of the clock. And perhaps a Enochian pronunciation of Michael would be Mik'a'il,